بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا بكم في قناة سوسن سامي-English. النهاردة إن شاء الله هنراجع مع بعض منهج شهر مارس للصف الثاني الإعدادي. اللينكات دي المذكرات ديت هتلاقيها موجودة في صندوق الوصف، ممكن تنزلها وتحلها وبعدين تراجع معايا تشوف اللي انت حليته دوت صح ولا خطأ. بالتوفيق للجميع للصف الثاني الإعدادي. نقول بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. هنبتدي الأول بالمذكرة بتاعة 5 stars. نقول بسم الله. هقرأ معاكم الكلمات. هي طبعا مراجعة عامة على منهج شهر مارس. ده يونت 7. helicopter, app, equipment, motorbike, weather, article, model, language, shopping, expert, illness, by mistake, view, reason, addicted, headache, horrible, impossible, liver, social media, delivery, prediction, correction, pollution, climate change, wings, time machine, headphones, explore, translate, waste, communicate, improve, pick up, protect, disappear, understand, predict, invent, order, pull. خلاص نشوف المربع الثاني. translate into, make electricity, make pollution, have أو has more choices, have or get a headache, prefer بيجي بعديها gerund أو اسم, do the shopping online, do exercise, allow to plus infinitive يسمح لي, share a photo with, addicted to plus in gerund يعني مدمن حاجة معينة بيجي بعديها gerund, spend time on the gerund, pass your exams تنجح في اختباراتك, look forward to plus gerund, change حاجة for another one, find out about يعني اكتشف, go down a road, drive on the road, agree with, communicate with, useful for, wait for, you are against, stay at home, at the speed of, turn off, take away, believe in, look like, learn about. نيجي نحل بقى المذكرة بتاعة 5 stars ديت. أول سؤال عندي بيقول لي نقط are like planes but they do have wings. طبعا ايه هي اللي بيبقى فيها هي زي الطيارات لكن فيها جناحات؟ طبعا الهليكوبتر. منى always wears نقط on the bus because she loves listening to music. طبعا headphone. there is a on this phone which tells me the weather in my city. طبعا app. I asked my aunt to translate a French internet article into Arabic. The road is not big enough for cars but you can go down it on a طبعا the road is not big enough for cars but you can go down in a motorbike اللي هو الموتوسيكل يعني. A are websites and apps that allow people to talk to each other on the internet, social media. A means without planning or wanting to do something. طبعا means without, by the way or by mistake, by the time. ايه معناها؟ ان انت يعني من غير تخطيط او تريد فعل شيء ما. طبعا هتبقى الاجابة by the way. A means not very nice. طبعا horrible. حاجة كده. My little sister is a sweets addicted to. طبعا she always wants to eat them. That new hotel looks I really don't like it. looks طبعا انا مش بحبوش هيبقى looks horrible. The tourist took the road south نقط but they wanted to go north by mistake. Our friends sent us some photos on طبعا social media. The tourists should eat the pyramids if they are in Egypt for the first time visit. You shouldn't eat outside for too long. It's very hot in the desert. You shouldn't طبعا stay. People who are addicted to eating sweets should eat eating fruit instead. طبعا try. If you don't eat the lesson you should tell the teacher. Understand. You shouldn't eat the sea if it's very cold. Swim. ماشي سنة تانية. Do you think that there will be many A in your English homework? Corrections. Do you think that we will a car that doesn't make any pollution? Invent. Do you that the weather will get hotter in the future? طبعا predict، هل تتنبأ يعني. ندخل الصفحة التانية. Do you think it will be easier معايا سنة تانية. Do you think it will be easier to from Arabic to English next term? Translate. It was cloudy this morning but the clouds soon when the sun came out طبعا disappeared. I think people will visit our planets one day but it's to go to the sun طبعا impossible. The door was very heavy so we had to it to open طبعا pull it. Don't touch the or the machine will start. Don't touch طبعا the level or the machine will start. When they arrived at the hotel they decided to it's a large garden طبعا explore. If the shops close then lots of other like cafes will close too طبعا businesses. She handed me one so I could listen to طبعا headphone. Do you think it's easy to from Arabic into English? Translate. I'd like to a machine to tidy my bedroom طبعا I'd like to invent. I think it's to travel in time. It can't happen. I think it's possible to travel in time. It can't happen طبعا impossible. We can only travel through not time, through space. I'd through طبعا through ثواني كده. I'd like to this phone for a new one because its screen is damaged. I'd like to change this phone for a new one طبعا. If you enough money, if you have, you should buy this mobile. It's cheap. What is the most important the mobile phone or طبعا invention اختراع. During COVID-19 people at home stayed at home to protect themselves. Social media is very useful but it has طبعا dangerous. I ordered lunch 2 hours ago and the came too late. Delivery. I am looking forward to احنا عارفين ان الاكسبريشن دي ده بيجي بعديه gerund يبقى visiting. We should learn a new technology about. When I finish using my laptop I turn it off. قفلته يعني. طيب بالنسبة للجرامر يا سنة تانية استخدام will for prediction. الفورم بتاعها will زائد infinitive. النيجاتيف بتاعها want. ال WH question where will وبعدين كلمة استفهامية وبعدين will وبعدين subject infinitive أو أبدأ ب will subject infinitive باقي الكلام. استخدام will أول حاجة عند التنبؤ بأحداث مستقبلية وكمان مع كلمات زي I think, I am sure, believe, expect, probably أو كلمات زي in the future, soon, tomorrow أو next. أقول the headphone will be very useful for traveling. the first conditional عندنا كمان اللي هي حالة if الأولى والبديل بتاعها اللي هو when. الشق بتاع if يبقى present simple والشق التاني will plus infinitive. بستخدمها إذا كانت if في النص لا نضع فاصلة لكن لو جت في الأول بضع كوما ما بين الجملتين. if I go to the shops I'll spend a lot of money. giving advice استخدام if أو should لنصيحة بفعل شيء ما وشود انت طبعا النصيحة بعدم فعل شيء ضار. اقول مثلا if you are in Egypt for the first time لو انت في مصر في اول مرة you should visit the pyramids. ده انا بنصحك يبقى بستخدم بدل will او may بستخدم should للنصيحة. طيب نشوف كده الاسئلة. I think the headphone is very useful for traveling. will be. Do you predict that the weather will get hotter in the future? Life is easier in the future. Life will be. what clothes will you wear if it's cold. when هدى a Cairo she will buy. طبعا when هدى visits. if I go to the shops on Saturday I a new headphone I will buy. if you want to get the park quickly you a the bus. you should take the bus. if you go to the Egyptian Museum in Cairo this afternoon you won't see Ali because he is in Luxor. we want to go to the beach this weekend if it's windy. if Manal feels ill she should go to see the doctor. this machine people speak other طبعا this machine other language in the future. ما دام قلت in the future will help. I hope they will build lots of these in Egypt soon. if I go to the shops I will spend a lot of time money. حسن is the internet to buy food when he is older. حسن طبعا won't use ولا doesn't use the internet to buy when he is older. طبعا won't عشان بستخدم كده مستقبل. منى will look online for a new phone when she gets home. ماشي. if I buy everything online I want to go shopping with my friends. if Ali goes to the shop he will buy. ماشي he goes. when I eat some more food I will go to the supermarket. when I need I will eat the internet when I do my project. I will use طبعا. I eat TV tonight if I have too much homework to do. طبعا I want to watch. طيب if I help my mother at the weekend she will be very happy. ثاني كده أظبط تصوير. she will be very happy. if I pass my exam my parents will be proud of me. if I finish my homework early I will play. if I find a snake in my house I will kill it. you should have عشان should بعديها infinitive. you should watch videos on the internet. if you had hurts يبقى shouldn't. if you know someone you shouldn't. if you don't know someone you shouldn't make friends with them online. you should tell a parent or a teacher if you feel worried about something. when you go to bed you should طبعا turn. if you turn your phone off. if you see people being horrible online you should tell a parent or a teacher. when you play online games you should spend too much time. طبعا when you play online games you shouldn't spend too much time. if your friend is addicted to social media you should advise him. when you feel tired you should have a rest. if there is a new student in our class we should talk to him. if you طبعا don't feel well in school you should go home. when someone drops rubbish on the floor he should pick it up. if it's really hot outside I want to stay home. لا طبعا I should stay home. if we want to stop climate طبعا. if you on the computer for 3 hours you should have a break. if you listen to too much loud music you طبعا will get a headache. if you don't do any exercise you be healthy. you should be. if you don't do any exercise you won't be healthy. مش هتبقى صحي. طب بالنسبة للوحدة التامنة سنة تانية تعال كده نقرأها مع بعض. allergic bone dairy products durian fruit اللي هي فاكهة durian energy fast food frying pan juicy pepper protein salty sweet spicy beans diet advice conclusions panic sweet potato unusual snack spices oven athletics teenager full power washing up omelette dining room recipe balanced طبعا recipe انا اسفه balanced unfortunately upset beat chopped fry pour serve smell taste invite breathe, avoid, accept, offer, boil, heat, conclude, introduce, contain, recover. لديه حساسية ل allergic to. يذهب إلى go زائد الرياضة على طول زائد الجرند، يعني في الطريق للمنزل on the way home. يصل المنزل get home. يصبح مريضا get ill. يقدم عروض make offers. يجعل الطعام مالح make food salty. يتأكد make sure. يغسل الأواني do the shopping the washing up. يسهر الوقت متأخر stay up late do athletics. pour into have a salty taste have a snack is cold good for bad for ask for recipe for reason for revise for exam a piece of take out of يخرج شيء من حاجة types of food examples of depend on different from smell زائد صفة وتست كمان بيجي بعديها صفة. هنحل يا سنة تانية مع بعض. Stuffing has lots of fat and sugar in it and it's very طبعا sweet. مش فيها سكر يبقى ايه sweet. falafel is really delicious and it's popular in Egypt. I don't put any salt on pizza because I don't like salty food. sambusa أو have a vegetables. samosas have a vegetables inside them. They have spices. طبعا spicy vegetables ولا juicy vegetables. طبعا they have spices هتبقى طبعا ايه spicy vegetables inside them. rojak is very sweet and juicy watermelon and orange are طبعا juicy. ماشي. A is a small amount of food eaten between meals. طبعا snake مش snake ثعبان snack اللي هي دي. I am to nuts. I am allergic to nuts so I don't like eat them. A is an Arab country in the north east of Africa. ايه هي البلد اللي في شمال افريقيا في شمال غرب افريقيا ودولة عربية طبعا موروكو. The doctor advised me to avoid salty food. A is a young person between 13-19 years old adult. What's your favorite fruit that you like to eat when you're thirsty. طبعا juicy لما تبقى عطشان. What can you do if you eat something that's very hot and spicy so it hurts your mouth. طبعا spicy. The weather in the sea is طبعا the water in the sea salty. We with our noses we smell. I like this fruit because it tastes طبعا sweet. أنا بحب الفاكهة دي عشان هي طعمها حلو. We eat things when we put them in our mouths. طبعا we taste. Humans have 210 in their bodies. The biggest ones in our legs. طبعا bones هي محلولة أصلا مكتوبة هنا. Meat, fish and eggs all have in them. طبعا اللحمة والفراخ والبيض يبقى بروتين. We call foods that are made from milk. طبعا dairy products اللي هي التاني حرف فيها ايه اللي هي منتجات ألبان يعني. It's better not to keep food in the fridge for a long time but to eat it fresh. The soup is cold. Shall we طبعا heat it. My grandparents always eat lunch in the dining room at 4 o'clock. Have please add some tea into my cup. طبعا pour صب يعني. Those tomatoes are too big. You need to chop them into small pieces. Do you prefer to boil or eggs? Fry. Put the eggs in the bowl and eat them with a fork. طبعا beat. Fresh fruit is not very طبعا fresh food is not very طبعا old. Fresh food is not very good. على فكرة ديت فيها خطأ. المفروض is very healthy. is very healthy. ما فيش not هنا فيها خطأ. which of these is not a dairy products طبعا rice. which of these is bad for your teeth طبعا sugar. which of these types of food doesn't have much protein ايه هي اللي مفيهوش بروتين؟ طبعا apples. which of these do you use to make an omelette? eggs. which kind of food gives you the most energy? طبعا nuts. which is an example of طبعا مش nuts لا باستا. ايه هي اللي بتديلك طاقة؟ ولا دي ولا دي؟ شوجر. هو كله بيدينا طاقة بس السكر هو اكتر حاجة most energy. which is an example of fast food؟ طبعا بيتزا. many people are allergic to nuts. A is a vegetable that is very healthy. سبانخ. Tokyo is the biggest city in Japan. طبعا A can be green, red or yellow. طبعا durian, strawberry ولا banana ولا pepper. طبعا pepper. Your A is the kind of food that you eat every day. A diet. A is a purple and sweet vegetable that looks like a potato. شبه البوتيتو، بيبقى لونه بنفسجي وفاكهة حلوة وشبه البطاطس، يبقى ايه؟ طبعا sweet potato. Try to avoid foods which contain a lot of fats. Meat, fish, eggs have a in them. Meat, fish and eggs have a in them. بروتين طبعا لسه حلناها. milk and cheese make our a strong bones. the A is a period of century. the eggs in a little butter fry. can you tell me some A of healthy food types? we always have lunch in the A in our house. طبعا dining room. milk and cheese are A products. طبعا dairy. Mayar is allergic to nuts. eating fruit and vegetables is good for you. I sometimes buy some sandwiches طبعا on my way home. the opposite of hungry is full شبعان. I always get home from school at 2 o'clock. I always get to home ولا get home لان هو بتاخدش حرف جر. this pizza a terrible. I can't eat it. طبعا tastes. can you give me a small A of cake? a small طبعا piece of cake. this is a recipe for making rice pudding. I will some tea into you pour لسه حلناها. when the water is very hot it starts to boil. we heat oil in a pan. we can use to chop طبعا knife. you need to eggs and milk before you make an omelette. beat. food that can be served very quickly in a cafe and or restaurant because it's already prepared is called طبعا fast food. ماشي. بالنسبة للجرامر بتاع الوحدة التامنة سنة تانية، عندي الأسماء الكوانتابل والانكوانتابل. الكوانتابل معدودة بحط لها اس او اي اس او اي اي اس لما اجي اجمعها، زي ابل تبقى ابلز، امان تبقى من ديت جمع الشاذ، اوكس تبقى اوكسن جمع شاذ، بوتيتو بوتيتوز احنا واخدينها قبل كده. طيب الاسماء الغير معدودة يبقى في اسماء معدودة منتظمة او غير منتظمة. اما الاسماء الغير معدودة فهي تعامل معاملة المفرد دائما، زي كلمة تايم، ووتر، شوجر، بريد، نيوز، فرنيتشر، ماني، سولت، رابش، انفورميشن. اقول there is some water in the bottle. استخدام some واني، بستخدم some في الجمل المثبتة او للعرض في السؤال او بستخدمها في السؤال برضو لما في حالتين اتنين، في عرض او طلب. اما اني بستخدمها في الجملة المنفية او في السؤال. a lot of و a little و a few. a lot of بستخدمها مع الكوانتابل والانكوانتابل، اما a little و a few. a little مع الكمية و a few مع العدد. خلاص. enough و too much و too many. enough معناها كافي، و too much للكمية كثير جدا، و too many كثير جدا بس للعدد. صيغة الأمر بستخدم الانفينيتيف على طول، أقول open the door، أو النهي بتاعها طبعا don't. eat the vegetables into small pieces، طبعا chop ده أمر اهو. some water and salt to the beans. طبعا add دي امر برضو. ايه some butter in a frying pan heat. هي فين heat؟ التصوير مش باين شويه. ايه the salad with your omelette. طبعا serve اللي هي ديت. There is a petrol in this car. We need more for traveling. There is a little petrol. Hannah has only a flowers. She can't give you one. طبعا a few flowers. There are a grapes left. Would you like some? There are طبعا a few a lot grapes left. Would you like a salt on your chips? No thanks. طبعا a some salt. She is allergic to nuts, so she doesn't eat طبعا a lot of ولا some ولا any. She doesn't eat طبعا any. I don't like to have a salt in my food because it's not very healthy. I don't like to have طبعا any salt in my food. I don't like this soup. There is too much salt in it. Can I have some more sugar please? There is طبعا not enough in it in this tea. Let's not go to the beach. There are people there today. Let's not يعني كتير في ناس كتير, too many people there. You should never drink sea water because there is too much salt. Dahlia always eats olives with her salad but not too many. طبعا olives, a few olives. Add a salt to the chips but not too much. طبعا a little salt. You should only eat little sugar. We don't have tomatoes for the salad. We don't have enough tomatoes. سلمى eats a pasta and rice. طبعا a little pasta and rice. They like olives on their pizza. They like طبعا a few olives on a lot olives. طبعا on their pizza هتبقى a lot. Few olives. Layla likes a milk in her tea but not very much. طبعا a little tea. If you want to be healthy you should eat a lot of fruit and vegetables. My little brother sometimes eat much grapes for breakfast. Sometimes eats a طبعا a few grapes ولا a little grapes. طبعا much grapes. My grandmother spent a time cooking in the kitchen. She's there all day. طبعا a lot of time. Can I invite a few friends to our okay but not too many. طيب I am not very hungry but I'd like a cheese and few olives please. I'm not very hungry but I'd like طبعا a little cheese. You like sandwich? Do you like? Thank you but I am really full. Would you like طبعا تتقلل العرض. Would you like a coffee? No I don't. I prefer tea. طبعا some coffee قلل العرض. Would you like a salt on chips? No thank you. طبعا a few salt لا ما ينفعش. A little salt on your chips. Would you like a more pudding? Thank you but I really couldn't. طبعا any more pudding مش some more pudding. Any more pudding. Thank you but I really couldn't. لا هي المفروض some هنا عشان خاطر ده عرض على فكرة. some more pudding عادي مفيش مشكلة. Is there any cheese in the fridge? Is there. ماشي. I don't need any cheese now. Could you get a few tomatoes? I don't have any for the salad. طبعا enough. My baby sister is 10 weeks old and sleeps 4 to 15 hours a day. I think this is طبعا enough sleep ولا many sleep ولا a lot sleep. Enough sleep. Wash some beans and add them in a pan and put فول مدمس with our warm bread عالي. Serve boil water more than once. طبعا don't please some olive oil on the salad. Add the light off before you sleep. Turn some oil in a pan. Heat. We shouldn't eat too much food. You shouldn't sleep for طبعا many hours. We should have every day enough sleep. Sleep enough sleep. Quiet. Keep quiet. Waste your time. Don't طبعا waste your time. Some beans and put them in a pan. Wash. The knife to chop the vegetables. Yet use. Would you like some salad with fish? There is some bread on the table. There is some. Is there any milk? There isn't طبعا enough meat in the kitchen. We need to buy more. اوكي طيب هنا دي مذكرة تانية سنة تانية برضو هتلاقيها في صندوق الوصف. انا مش هراجع بقى على الكلمات تاني، احنا رجعناها في بتاعة الفايف ستارز. انا هحلها على طول فانت دور عليها كده، وانا يعني احتمال احطها بالترتيب اللي انا حليته ده. جاينتس دي مذكرة اسمها جاينتس. choose the correct answer. منى always wears on the bus because she loves listening to headphone. There is on this phone which tells me the weather app. I asked my aunt to use French internet. طبعا translate هو نفس الكلام على فكرة، يعني شبهه. The road is not big enough for cars but you can go down in an motorbike. Are like planes but they don't have wings. طبعا helicopter. Do you think that there will be طبعا corrections. في أسئلة متشابهة جدا من المذكرة اللي فاتت. Do you think that we will invent طبعا car. Do you that the weather will get طبعا predict. Do you think it will be easier to translate. Who will meet me at the if the planes left airport. This invention can push you into the air at the speed of a fast car. Online is great as it saves a lot of time. طبعا shopping. You can use many on your mobile phone apps. I don't like to waste. Is a form of transport with two wheels and an engine. طبعا فيها عجلتين موتور بايك وموتور. is a form of transport that flies using long thin parts round and round very quickly. Helicopter. is a form of transport that flies using long thin parts. نفس الكلام helicopter. if you don't listen you should tell the teacher. if you don't طبعا understand. ماشي. الصفحة اللي بعديها من مذكرة joint. it's important not to become طبعا addicted to. I love a social media. They showed us of the building. طبعا model of the building. I watch videos for a few hours and then I sleep. Pull this level to open the gate. He asked his friend if they think that it's possible to travel through طبعا time. We can only travel through طبعا space. I would like to a machine to tidy طبعا invent. You shouldn't outside for too long. It's a very hot day. I would like to change the phone طبعا to a new one. Can you tell me how can I do this. Can you tell me how I can طبعا. Do you that all computer games are bad for you. Do you think Some computers games can help you to things to learn things. طبعا he plays computer games all the time. I didn't get sleep طبعا enough sleep last night. In my not all computer in my view زي in my opinion كده playing games late at night damage your sleep. طبعا if you spend a lot of time on screens you can have eye problems. Listening to a music or films through headphone can damage your ears. طبعا loud. Many people hours دي مش باينة. That hotel looks I really don't like it. Horrible. There is an on this phone which طبعا app. He drinks much coffee. He became addicted to it. When they arrived at the hotel they addicted to explore its garden. Has 2 wheels and an engine. طبعا motorbike. A tour guide can speak other language. The sun behind a cloud طبعا disappeared. The best way to the countryside is on foot. Explore. Choose the correct answer. When I feel tired I go to bed early. If I find any money at school I'll take it to teacher. If I take some photos I will remember our holiday. طبعا I'll tell you if I see anything unusual. I think it will rain tomorrow. Shops close in the next طبعا will next 10 years. If you book now you want to get good tickets. You want to get if you book now لا if you don't book now what will happen if you were طبعا رقم B. You visit the Egyptian museum you can see many historical places. طبعا if ماشي. If you help mother at the weekend she have more free time. She will have more free time. طبعا if everyone طبعا shop everyone المفروض shops online هي ممسوحة هنا. If more people shop online there will be fewer cars on the road. Will be I will do my shopping online when I am older. My father always tells me about the things that I should and I shouldn't do. If you work harder you will earn more money. If it is easy to send an email. If you don't know it will be easy. If you don't know how to use طبعا it can't be easy to send an email. If you don't know how to use computer can't be. What طبعا should you do when you go to the countryside. طبعا Yusuf should study something technical or he wouldn't want to get a job. ماشي. I'll come when I finish. You swim in the sea if it's very cold. You shouldn't. When you are tired you should have a break. I tell my teacher if I don't understand. Should ماشي. You should help your mother with housework when she is tired. If you want to earn more money you should work harder. Help me if I am in trouble. Will you? If you don't change maybe you طبعا maybe you new friends shouldn't find طبعا should find بس هي ممسوحة. You eat too much it's not healthy. You shouldn't eat too much. I visit you this evening. If you are ill I should visit you. If I am able to solve this problem I should solve it. ماشي. طيب بالنسبة برضو اليونت 8 انا قلت نفس الكلام اللي هو كل ديت مذكرة جاينت يا جماعة. I am allergic to. You can look حواوشي. You can cook حواوشي in the oven. Judy plays squash every week and needs to be healthy. We sometimes eat something for breakfast and sometimes a snack. In many places people use فافا A to make فلافل. طبعا فافا beans، الفافا beans اللي هو الفول. I don't put any A because I don't like salty. people often samosas for a snack. طبعا eat samosas for a snack. eat samosas. people eat rojak at home. people has ولا do make rojak at home. طبعا make. would you like some more rice pudding? no thank you, I am really full. plus I can take the plates to the kitchen and we will do the washing up. I sometimes get some food like pizza, fast food. falafel is very delicious and is very popular in Egypt. ماشي. the opposite of soft is soft عكسها ايه سنة تانية؟ طبعا احنا فين؟ the opposite of soft is hard. meat, cheese and nut are have protein in them. طبعا have protein. in Britain we should in Britain we often buy chips from a fish and chip طبعا shop. chips shop. ماشي. طيب food is usually healthy and good for you when it's fresh. we need protein to sleep well ولا have strong body. have a strong body. ماشي. people need to eat 5 to 10 pieces of a fruit and vegetables. طبعا fresh. طبعا fresh. some food a bad طبعا smells bad or looks unusual but still tastes good. طيب which of these types of food doesn't have much protein? ايه هي؟ طبعا apples. a lot of sugar is bad for your teeth. to make full مدمس wash some beans and put them in a pan. how is sleep? how much sleep should you have? very small babies sleep for about طبعا for about 14 or more hours a day. if you feel between meals it's طبعا hungry, it's a good idea to have a snack. children aged 6 طبعا to 17 should sleep for كذا كذا. our diet is healthy, that is why Equinoans live a long time. cook the pizza in the oven for 10 طبعا oven for 10 minutes لمدة 10 دقايق. one of the main reasons I came to Egypt. Tokyo is the biggest city in Japan. I come from a healthy means eating healthy things like fish and vegetables. a healthy diet. I am worried about طبعا my exam. heat some butter in a frying pan. people use fava beans to falafel طبعا to make falafel. durian fruits are hard and green on the outside. طبعا food that can be served مش باينة. ماشي. full is the opposite of طبعا hungry. A is a young person between طبعا teenager. the word A means having a condition that makes you feel, eat, breathe or touch something allergic. a set of instruction telling you how to prepare and cook food is called طبعا recipe. A means to cut something into pieces with a chop. to make an omelette you must first طبعا beat the eggs. A is a flat metal pan which is used frying pan. there are a lot of grapes left. would you like some? طبعا a few grapes ولا little grapes. طبعا a little grapes left. طبعا a lot عشان كده تجيب لك حبة. she is allergic to nuts so she doesn't eat any cakes. she doesn't eat any cakes. would you like some cake ليلى? there معايا سنة تانية. there is not a rain. there is not enough rain for orange trees to grow in the desert. there are students in the classroom. طبعا a lot of students. Are there any books? Are there any biscuit? No, there aren't. There is a rice. طبعا there is enough rice for everyone. There is some juice in the glass. There isn't. There is some. There is. ماشي. Yes, please, just a little. I mustn't eat too much, just a little. I only like a sugar. طبعا a little sugar. Put a meat and vegetables inside the bread. Put some meat and vegetables. I don't like to have any salt. Do you have a favorite snacks? Do you have any favorite snacks? Would you like some salt? مش موجودة. Would you like little salt on your chips? No, thank you. طبعا any salt. Would you like طبعا هي مفروض some بس هي مش موجودة. هختار أضعف الإيمان. any salt in ماشي. I don't like to have a salt in my food because طبعا هتبقى I don't like to have any salt in my food because it's not very healthy. Keep quiet. Don't waste your time. To book a journey to Alexandria. A to the ticket office. Go طبعا. Don't cross the street when the light is it's a no parking sign, so don't park here. To avoid mistakes, don't revise answers well. لا طبعا revise. Don't a letter, don't throw letter, use a pen. Sarah, listen carefully. Where does your uncle طبعا live? رحمة a make noise doesn't طبعا. رحمة doesn't خلاص. هنا a the beautiful place in Egypt. Visit. Don't stand near the bus. ماشي. Do you have some fruit snacks? طبعا do you have any fruit snacks؟ خلاص. دي هتبقى نهاية مراجعتنا النهاردة سنة تانية من مذكرتين. المذكرة الأولانية اللي هي هنزلها لكم، والتانية جاينز. الاتنين هتلاقيهم في صندوق الوصف، هتحلهم وبعدين تصححهم معايا. بالتوفيق للجميع إن شاء الله. ما تنساش لايك للفيديو وشير لأصحابك عشان يستفادوا إن شاء الله من الفيديو. كانت معكم سوسن سامي من قناة سوسن سامي انجلش، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.